Japan's Odakyu Railway is the gateway to the beautiful Hakone Lakes region, which is just south of Tokyo. In addition to the ride, let's visit Rail Days, explore some unusual rail cars on the line, and visit the quiet Yamatoya Inn.
The hustle and bustle of Tokyo, one of the world's great cities. And thanks to the gracious hospitality of the Japanese National Tourist Organization, Japan Airlines, and the magic of television, you may now travel there with us. No passport required. Japan is a magical and complex land, a land of bright lights and mystical mountains, a land of the very old and of the very new. Of course, we've come to Japan to ride the trains, which are the principal form of transportation here for most locals and tourists alike. Today, we're guests of the Odakyu Railway, an extremely sophisticated operation that provides both local commuter and express service to suburban Tokyo, and beyond, to some of Japan's most popular sightseeing and vacation areas. And fortunately for us, our visit is perfectly timed to take advantage of the railway's annual open house. The Odakyu Railway holds the Family Rail Day event every year to thank their customers by providing them the opportunity to bring the whole family to get a close-up view of ordinary trains, unusual trains, and to purchase train-related goods. The event draws from 10 to 14,000 visitors a day, a turnout that dramatically illustrates the Japanese love of trains.
This is the event we are holding to thank our customers and their children. It was started in 1999, and this year is the 8th time we've held it. The Odakyu Railway was established in 1927 with service between Shinjuku and Odawara, and Ono to Katase Inoshima as the Inoshima Line in 1929. The line expanded from Shiniri-gaoka to Nagayama as the Tama Line in 1974, and then extended to Karakita. There is a total of just over 120 kilometers with the 3 lines.
The standard commuter service delivers thousands of passengers daily to work, home, and shopping, using electric trains that scurry about the countryside without polluting the atmosphere. The Japanese are so dependent on commuter trains to get to work, the railroad issues excuse notes for workers to show at their office when there are delays in the schedules. The railway places a high value on keeping to the schedules, but with so many trains running, job one is keeping them running safely. By far, the most interesting and exciting aspect of the Odakyu Railway is its fleet of high-speed express trains, affectionately referred to as romance cars. The original romance car was retired in 1999, but incorporated the bird's nest cockpit for the operator, which is still featured in some of the more modern romance car trains in use today. Legend has it that the double seating in the romance car resembles special movie theater seating for couples that was once popular in Japan, thus accounting for the name. But no one can say for certain where the name originated, and so we're left to speculate. But we don't want to have to speculate about the actual experience of the ride itself. So we grab a quick lunch in the Shinjuku station, purchase our tickets to Hakone, and find our way to the boarding platform. The romance car is extremely popular. We're beginning to get used to the crowding of bodies that is so typical in Tokyo. Our express to Hakone leaves the station right on schedule. We're fortunate that we were able to book seats in the observation car. This is truly the only way to travel. Tokyo is a huge city, and the first leg of our journey carries us through a veritable urban jungle. Our entire trip to Hakone Yumoto Station will take less than 2 hours. That's due to the luxury of being on an express that makes much better time than local trains. We soon realized we didn't have to wolf down our lunch on the run at Shinjuku Station. It appears the onboard meal service on the romance car is nothing short of exquisite. At last, we're out of Tokyo, passing through suburban areas, on our way to Odawara, our one stop along the way to Hakone. We're getting off here in Odawara for a short sightseeing trip to the Odawara Castle. The building on the castle's original site is an external recreation of an important samurai dwelling from the 15th century. It now serves as a museum. A brief tour of the grounds affords us some surprising scenes. One would not have expected a zoo on the castle grounds. Soon we're back to Odawara Station and board another romance car express for the final leg of our journey to Hakone. At last, we're speeding through open countryside and are grateful we booked passage in the observation car so our view of the scenery is optimized. And just as we're beginning to wish our magical journey would never end, we pull into the very modern Hakone Yumoto Station. This marks the final leg of our visit today with the Odakyu Railway. From here, we find our way, first by local train, and then by the most dramatic cable car ride imaginable, down into the Hakone Valley, and ultimately to our destination, the Yamatoya Inn, where we'll spend the night. The Japanese are noted for their magnificent hospitality, and our experiences today on the Odakyu Railway have done nothing to diminish that well-earned reputation.